What's up, fellas?
Whoa.
I'm gonna keep this kind of short. I know we got things to do today. I know you guys got things to do, so I'm gonna keep it kind of short. About a couple of weeks ago, I talked at some FCA event, and a couple of you guys were there. And I believe back in August when I got here, I spoke a little bit at chapel, and I kind of told you guys a little bit about my story. For you guys that do not know, I think a lot of you guys do know, but for you guys that do not know, it's gonna be kind of quick. When I was born, I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. The doctors told my mom, your son will never walk, your son will never eat, your son will never do anything independently. Also, your son will not live past the age of 5. So my mom and I, but we thought differently. I've had 23 surgeries in my life, and thousands of hours of rehab, physical therapy, and just going through surgeries. And I'm keep this a little short. So a little fast forward a little bit, go to high school. I started doing weight training. I started working out a little bit. And as I started working out, I've noticed that I started walking a little bit better. I noticed I felt a little bit more control of my legs and my body. So I had a little thought in my head that said, if you keep on doing this, you can completely walk perfect in this life. That's what I truly believe. I truly believe I can walk perfect and I can completely cancel out my cerebral palsy. I truly believe that. But one thing about that, for me, it's very painful. It truly is. It's very painful going through these workouts, just doing what I do of weight training and even the surgeries. I'm sorry. I just hate being average. I do, because the projections were that I'm not gonna walk. So okay, I'm walking now. That's cool. But that's not enough for me. I got a verse here today that I'm gonna talk about on top of James 1:2, and I believe I kind of look at it a little bit differently. It says right here, "This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it." Psalm 118:24. So that verse can mean a lot of different things. That verse first and foremost means that it's just grateful to be alive on this earth and have another day of breathing. I believe that as well, but I believe it's something else. I believe it's an opportunity to be great. I believe it's another day to be great. I truly do, because in this world there's so much average, but people don't want to be great. The other day, I was after practice, I was walking back with Cliff. He's gonna help stretch me out, and I was dealing with a little bit of cramps. He brought it up, and it's a very genuine question. He said, "Hey, man, did you ever think about going back in a wheelchair sometimes? It's kind of wrestling a little bit." And it's a very, very genuine thought and a very genuine question, because he saw me going through cramps. But for me, I truly believe that's what it takes to be great. Is going through those cramps. Average ends when things get painful. Average ends is when you work harder than anyone else in the room. When your body says to shut down, and your mind says to shut down, to quit, that's when greatness begins, when you keep going. Not a lot of people are great in this world, man. I promise you. Not a lot of people are great. It takes a little bit of something to be great. And like I said again, there's no reason for us to waste this opportunity we have on this earth to be great, truly, and to be successful in anything we want to do. I'll talk about it another week. A lot of people like that have projections on your life. For me, it was doctors saying that you can't walk, you can't do certain things. For me, for you guys, it might be sports analysts saying, "Hey, you guys can only do this. You guys can only do that." And some might be good projections, some might be bad. That doesn't matter. It truly doesn't. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters what you think. It matters what you believe, what you can do in this lifetime. It truly is. It truly is. Right now, we have such an opportunity to be great, and we have such an opportunity to break through these barriers, break through these projections, and we can do something here that's special. But it starts with that belief. You have to have full 100% belief in yourself and have a 100% vision when you wake up, when you go to sleep that night, of waking up and thinking what you can do. Fellas, for me, we got a bunch of goals in this season. We got a lot of passions. We got a lot of thoughts going ahead. And I truly believe that we're going to get all of them. I truly do. I think we'll get that Big Ten national championship. I think we'll get that national championship. I believe we can get everything. I truly do. In a way I view it is if you're not with us, you're against us. That's how it is. But to get there, you have to give it 100% every single day, one day at a time. And if you're not with us, you're against us, and you're just in the way. It doesn't matter if you're Moorhead, Bethany Cook, doesn't matter UNC, doesn't matter. We're going to run straight through you. But that's how you attack life, not just basketball, fellas. That's how you attack life every single day. Truly is. For me, I want to talk about me walking a little bit, my passions and my goals of walking. I go through this life. I love the pain. I love going through adversity. Because it knows that's how I know I'm being great. If I'm comfortable, I'm not doing it. I promise you that. Fellas, it's important to have to understand and grasp this opportunity we have. And not just basketball, but just being alive. And being grateful for being alive. But also just having that passion to just be better than everyone else. I don't care whoever is in front of us in the game or in real life. We'll go straight through you, because nothing's gonna stop us from getting us to our goals. I promise you that. Have passion, have an undying passion, and have a will to succeed. Truly is. I said this the other week, but I'm gonna keep on saying this. Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, the one who gives me strength. It's a very popular verse, and it's said so much that it kind of gets overlooked. If you really think about it, you can do all things through Christ. That goes with my beliefs and everything. But first, I want to make sure to let you guys know, as well as you guys already do know, is be ready for the adversity that hits. Be ready for that fourth quarter. You start feeling tired. Be ready for February, March. Your body hurts. Be ready for anything. Have a mindset that you'll go through anything to get where we want to go in this life. Truly is. Give it everything you got, man. I got one more verse, and I'm gonna head out. And this is, and when I'm talking about being great, when I'm talking about trying to be the best version of yourself, it kind of says it in the Bible as well. It says, Joshua 1:9, have I not commanded you? Be strong and be courageous. Do not be dismayed. Do not be frightened. I will be with you. Fellas, the way I look at that is, when adversity hits, that's when you gotta have comfort knowing that God is right next to you, and you will get through it. I like to say this all the time, but last thing before I go, Proverbs 11:25. Be a blessing to someone today. It says, refresh others to be refreshed. I was talking about my goals of walking perfect, complete cancer on my cerebral palsy, all the things I want to do in this life. And I know we have goals here and in the program, but I always believe the most important thing is changing people's lives. Man, is being a good person. If you have the opportunity to change someone's life, it is always worth it. It's always worth it being able to change someone's life. Truly is. Doesn't matter how you feel, what you're going through, how high or how low, you can always decide to be a good person. Thank you, fathers. God bless.